Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, motorcyclist killed in Manchester crash. A motorcyclist died as a result of injuries he sustained during a collision with another motorcyclist on the Winston Jones Highway in Manchester on Sunday night. He has so far only been identified as a J. A police report said about 11 p.m., a group of bikers were traveling uphill towards Mandeville from an event in Belfield when two motorcyclists collided. They were taken to hospital where one man was pronounced dead. Constable found with contraband in Westmoreland lockup. A police constable attached to the Withorn police station in Westmoreland has been slapped with possession charges after he was allegedly found with several contraband items while on cell guard duty over the weekend. Charged is Constable Jeffy Shantelope of Frome in the parish. According to reports, Shantelope, who was on duty along with two other police officers, entered the cell holding area alone with a black plastic bag in hand. His supervisor reportedly called out to him and the bag was subsequently searched. During the search, 40 Craveney cigarettes, one plastic water bottle containing a white substance suspected to be rum, one transparent plastic Ziploc bag, 2 packs of Lion Pride white Rizla wrapping paper, 3 King brand lighters, 1 blue and white Flow SIM card, and 10 ounces of green dried vegetable matter resembling ganja were reportedly found. The investigation into the matter continues. Man gunned down in Manchester. Police are probing the murder of a man in Georges Valley, Manchester on Sunday night. Police named the man as Carlton Lewis, 53, a resident of Woodlawn Heights, Georges Valley in the parish. A police report said about 8:15 p.m., residents heard loud explosions and they subsequently saw Lewis suffering from what appeared to be gunshot wounds on a roadway in the community. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Manchester has recorded 15 murders since the start of the year. Jamaicans urged to resist the push to end corporal punishment in homes. Jamaicans are being urged to resist the government's plan to introduce laws to prevent corporal punishment in homes. The Association of Christian Communicators and the Media argues that the state has already demonstrated its inability to handle disciplinary issues in schools and is now expanding its reach into homes. The ACCM's position follows recent pronouncements by Justice Minister Delroy Chuck restating the government's intention. Chair of the ACCM's Subcommittee on Family and Gender, Dr. Patience Along, says that the group is again calling for the government to establish a unit to focus on rebuilding the family and helping parents cope with the challenges of child rearing in Jamaica.
The family in Jamaica, as we know, needs to have a system in place that protects family, that helps family to pull together, encourage to be family, so that the training of the child will be balanced, will be wholesome. A family where the father and the mother are working together. That is what we stand for. And that is what we are saying, that as a nation, we need to have a ministry for family. And that will help us as a nation to take care of the children. So the biblical principle is using words of correction, affirmation, discipline, as the minister says, that slapping. You're not going to slap the child in the face. You're not going to box the child in the head like we see people do. Those are abusive ways. A slap moderate to the child age and size.
Medical doctor suspended for a year due to negligence. A medical doctor who worked at the Anota Bay Hospital in St. Mary was suspended last month for a year following acts of negligence. The Medical Council of Jamaica took the action against Dr. Mohammed Khan in a matter relating to an incident which involved a patient at his private practice in February 2022. According to a statement obtained by the news, the council held hearings on February 21 and 28, March 6 and 15, subsequent to complaints received from the family. It was reported that their relative, who was in the care of Dr. Khan, was given local anesthesia and started having seizure-like movements after an injection was administered. She reportedly died on the way to hospital. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton said the ruling was communicated to the Northeast Regional Health Authority, and when Dr. Khan's contract expired, his contract was not renewed. According to the council's suspension order, Dr. Khan should be supervised by a senior surgeon for 6 months upon his return to practice, and this senior surgeon will then be asked to confirm his competence. Additionally, the private facility in which he practiced should be certified by the appropriate unit of the Ministry of Health before he resumes.
The general knowledge of the case that I have, as reported to me by the region, is that the individual in question went through a hearing at the medical council for some alleged breaches. The hearing led to a suspension. That ruling was reported to the regional health authority, who I believe did their own assessment of the situation. And when the person's contract had expired, which was around that time of the ruling, the person's contract was not renewed.
Known data breach, says PICA, amid security concerns. The Passport, Immigration and the Citizenship Agency says allegations regarding potential breaches of the Data Protection Act lack merit. In a statement released on Monday, PICA shared that after conducting checks on its internal systems, they have concluded that no breach has occurred. PICA firmly asserts that it has not violated any data protection regulations and maintains the highest information security standards. The statement read in part, highlighting that at PICA, safeguarding the confidentiality and integrity of personal data is paramount. The agency went on to say that it operates under a robust framework to ensure compliance with all relevant data protection laws and regulations, and that its procedures strictly ensure the privacy and the preservation of sensitive information. PICA's statement follows the claims that information regarding the citizenship of People's National Party President Mark Golding was acquired through some sort of data breach. PICA says that these claims are unfounded. We want to assure the public that PICA is fully committed to upholding the highest ethical standards when handling personal data. Our dedicated team undergoes regular training to stay updated on evolving security threats and the best practices, the agency said. This reinforces our commitment to maintaining the trust placed in us by the Jamaican people. As an agency entrusted with sensitive information integral to national security and immigration matters, PICA remains vigilant in its commitment to information security. It went on to highlight that as an agency that handles personal information, it is bound by local and international regulations for security and identities, and as such, it is continuously reviewing and enhancing security measures. PICA reiterates its unwavering dedication to maintaining the highest standards of confidentiality, integrity, and security in all aspects of its operations. We remain transparent and accountable, ensuring that the public's trust in our ability to protect their data remains steadfast, its statement ended. Golding dual citizenship concerns a sign of JLP desperation, says PNP. People's National Party President Mark Golding says it is out of desperation that the Jamaica Labour Party has resorted to using his dual citizenship to attack him. Mr. Golding says that the issue, which he has labeled a distraction, is threatening to overshadow the PNP's successes in the local government election held in February. But addressing supporters at the Guild Division's annual conference in St. Mary on Sunday, the PNP president said the party will not be daunted, as according to him, the country lacks leadership.
I pledge to you tonight, comrades, that when I become Prime Minister of this country, I will not sell you out. I will ensure that the resources of the people are used exclusively for the people. And I will focus on fixing the real issues confronting Jamaica so we can have a brighter future and move from the malaise and a lack of hope where we are now to a brighter place, because we are a great people. but we're being held back by a government that majors in public relations and spin, but is not delivering the fundamental changes that have to happen for our country to move forward.
Meanwhile, People's National Party General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell has accused the government of inciting selective outrage on the matter of opposition leader Mark Golding's citizenship status. He claims that Prime Minister Andrew Holness has devised a ploy to minimize the political gains made by the PNP.
The Prime Minister in 2011 said that he believed that dual citizens are supposed to be in our parliament. When this matter come up and the JLP realized that them under pressure, them say we are going to start saying Mark a British Prime Minister. The people want to know if the President of the Senate, Tom Tavares Finston, is a dual citizen. They said I should ask if Matthew Samuda, Minister of Government, is a British citizen. If Babsy Grange is a Canadian citizen, because he knows that there are dual citizens in the parliament on his side. So now he's saying that dual citizens can't enter the parliament, but not the person who are trying to take female work as Prime Minister. The Prime Minister does not understand that you cannot have discriminatory laws. It says that he's really just coming up with a position because he don't want Mark give him a backside in when the election comes.
Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.